Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to Talk to Your Midwife session. I'm so glad to welcome you here. For the new subscribers, karibuni sana, and also for the returning subscribers, I'm so much grateful for your support until this point. And if you have not subscribed, kindly hit that subscription button and also turn on the notification bell so that anytime I am uploading such a wonderful video like today, you'll be the first one to be notified. So today we are continuing with our series on what is inside the antenatal book or the mother and child booklet. And today we are getting into maternal profile or a personal profile, because we need to know you, we need to know who you are, where you come from, we need to know your age and all that, and we need to record it in this booklet. And remember, the reason why we are doing this or why we are recording a lot of information in this booklet. Remember, I gave an example previously on, let's say you get an accident or maybe you black out somewhere and someone else maybe saves you or takes you and maybe will wish to take you to a hospital. In case you have this in your handbag, because of course when you're pregnant you need to work with your ANC booklet all around. So in case someone else gets it, there will be enough information for you, or information about you, information about the hospital that you're going to, the clinic, or you want to go and deliver, and at least they can take you to that hospital and maybe you get the best care. So if you haven't watched the previous videos, kindly check them out. We have the birth preparedness. We have a video on the role of the responsibility of men during pregnancy, during childbirth, and also after delivery. So today we are checking on the maternal profile. And let's see, what do we need to record? Number one is the name of the institution. It is so much important. You need to know the hospital that you're going to deliver, and also the hospital that you'll be going for your ANC clinics. Then also there, down there, we have the ANC number that will be on us, the nurses to fill, and the postnatal number that is on us to fill. Then next we have the name of the client. We need to know who is you, what is your name. We need to know each other. So there is the name of the client, then there is age. And guys, I let me insist on this: never lie on the age, because we have a lot of conditions, especially also when you're pregnant. There are some things that can happen to you, and we might need to check your age, so that we get to know or to understand why this is happening. And also remember, age also matters, especially with pregnancy, and also with preparing on delivery, because a younger age, let's say an under 18 girl who is pregnant is at risk. That is a risky pregnancy. And also we have women who get pregnant at the late ages, that is from 45 years of age and above, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. We have other women nowadays getting pregnant at 53. So that one also is, we call them high risk pregnancies. So never lie on your age, okay? Then the next is gravida. Like on this ANC profile, the place for gravida, this is mine, the place for gravida was filled too. The reason why they filled two was because it was my second pregnancy. So gravida basically means what number is this pregnancy. So if it was if previously I was pregnant 3 times, they would have written here 4, gravida 4, meaning it is my fourth pregnancy. So gravida basically means what number is this current pregnancy. And also remember, when they ask you of gravida, you have to also count the miscarriages or the abortions that maybe you have done previously. In case you had like 3 miscarriages previously, but you also delivered maybe one baby, so that is 3 plus 1, and you are pregnant currently, so they will write 5, because now this is the 5th pregnancy. Okay. Then we have the next is parity. When they ask of parity, parity basically means how many times have you given live births or term births. If I had 2 miscarriages previously and I delivered 2 babies, or I delivered twice, one baby, I also delivered another baby, I had a miscarriage, I had a miscarriage. Those are 4 times, okay? Those are 4 pregnancies that I carried. That is gravida, okay? But parity now, they will write 2 plus 2. 2 for the live babies that I have, and plus 2, the plus 2 represents the 2 previous miscarriages that I had. Okay, I know most of you women don't understand that. So that is the meaning of that. If I have one baby I have delivered, then I had one miscarriage previously. Now currently I am pregnant. So what they will write will be gravida gravida 3, because it is a third pregnancy. Parity, they will write para 1 plus 0. No, para 1 plus 1, because I have one baby and one miscarriage. Para 1 plus 1, gravida 3. Okay? Then the next is height and weight. When you start your ANC clinic, we have to record your height and weight. The most, even if they will not check on your height, make sure, we have to make sure that we check on your weight. We need to have a baseline weight that we are starting with. If we are starting like this one, mine was 68 when I was starting my ANC clinic on this specific pregnancy. Okay, so that is the baseline. That was what we used as a baseline weight. So when you're coming next for your next ANC checkup, we'll check again the weight. So we get to see if the weight is 70, at least we know that you're adding kgs. And remember, when you're adding kgs, it basically means that your baby is also adding some kgs. But when your kg is going low, it is like a danger sign. We need to really check and we need to follow up with you on maybe the nutritional status and the feeding systems and all that, so that we ensure that your baby is growing and also adding weight, and also you yourself. Okay. Then the next one is LMP and EDD. The most important things that we do record is the LMP and the EDD. So guys, about LMP and EDD, this is a very crucial information that we have to fill in your antenatal profile, because this is what will basically guide us on which day you're going to deliver, when we are approximating or counting on which day that you're going to deliver your baby. So it is so much important. And I want to say that when we are talking about LMP, or when we are calculating your EDD, the most accurate one is the one that we use, that we write here when we are calculating using your LMP. Because we have other people who will say, oh, I'll do an obstetric ultrasound, that will be perfect and all that. But what is so much accurate is the date, is the one that we use when we are calculating using your date. For those who do not know what LMP is, it means last menstrual period. Okay, the date that you saw your last menstrual period. And EDD means expected date of delivery, or estimated date of delivery, meaning you do not need to deliver on that specific day, because it is an estimation. Okay, because there are those people who will say, oh, you see, you wrote this in my book, it is this date, I have not yet delivered, just to make to remind you that it is an estimate. And we always tell you, once we get a date, we always tell you that you can deliver 2 weeks before the date or 2 weeks after the date. Okay, so it is both. You can deliver 2 weeks before the date, you can deliver on the exact date, or you can deliver 2 weeks even after the date. And once you come to the hospital and you are already past your date with 2 weeks, now that one we call it postdatism. That is where we advise you to get admitted so that we can do induction of labor on you. So we really need to fill this information, and this is what will always guide us. When you're coming for your clinic and when we are giving you a return date, or what we call TCA, we always check on your EDD. Even when you go to a certain hospital, even if it is not the hospital that you are coming for your clinics, you go, maybe you have some abdominal pains, you have some discomforts, then you get to a medical facility or just a nursing care facility, they will always ask you for in this antenatal booklet, and they will check your EDD, and then they can be able to advise you, Mama, your EDD is not yet here, and we are not yet that period where we can expect normal labor. So maybe go back home, take these certain medications, and check on whether you'll still feel the discomfort, or whether you'll still feel the pains and all that. So it is so much important. What if you don't remember your LMP? Because we have people who don't keep the dates, who are not good in their memory to keep their menstrual period dates. In case you do not have that, then we can now use the ultrasound, obstetric ultrasound dates, to estimate your date of delivery. So you don't have to worry about that. But I always have advise our women, because remember, it's not all about when you're pregnant. Remember also, when you want to know whether you're fertile and all that, at least you need to be keeping your dates. And nowadays everyone has a smartphone, so kindly make sure that in your smartphone you have an app. We have so many menstrual app. We have, I guess, menstrual period track, we have menstrual track calendar, we have La Femme calendar, we have a lot of them. We have sijui period tracker, we have a lot of applications. When you go to your Play Store, you can get those applications. Make sure you download one, be recording those dates there. And also, most of these apps, they are so good in a way that even when you get pregnant, they can be able to predict when you really got pregnant, as long as you're ticking the dates of your menstrual period. And also, when you have unprotected sex, you can also be ticking them there, and they can be able to predict for you when you got pregnant, and also when you will be expecting your baby. And also, with time, even when you get pregnant, those calendars, most of them, those they will be calculating for you how far your pregnancy is and all that. We have also others who which have information on how far your baby has grown, how many kgs your baby has grown up to this certain point and all that. So my fellow ladies, make sure you are utilizing your smartphone in a positive way, just to make sure that you're helping yourself. The next information in our antenatal booklet is marital status. Marital status is as well important also, so that at least when you are we are giving you some advices and all that, and at least we are sure that this person has someone who is beside her to help her and all that. So there is marital status. So you can write there divorced, married, single, widowed, and all that. Okay. Remember, there are things that will happen, and when we see your maternal profile or your profile here, we can be able to relate. Like someone who has written here widowed, this is someone who probably the husband died. So when this mom is getting into is getting maybe into postpartum depression and postpartum depression, postpartum psychosis and all that, we can be able to relate that probably she's still mourning her husband, probably she's still in depression and stressful with whatever happened to the husband and all that. Someone who is divorced too, you might never know, maybe she was divorced immediately she got pregnant, maybe she has been passing through a lot psychologically with this current pregnancy. So when that woman starts even maybe getting into postpartum depression, because that is the most thing that probably happens, we can be able to relate that this is happening because of this and this. So never lie, just write, just be truthful to the information that you're giving us in the antenatal maternal profile in this page. Then there is education. Education as well is important, because if you as a mom, you studied up to university, the way you will be understanding things is totally different from when I am dealing with, or from a woman who never even attended the secondary education. So when we are asking you about education, write college, write university, write their standard 8, right there, never school, because yeah, we have people who never went to school at all. Yes, right there, so that at least when I'm coming to attend to you and I see this, I know how to handle you, because I know the understanding of things will be totally different from a learned person and a graduate to an unlearned person. the way you'll handle things, the way you'll understand things, the way you'll handle a lot of things is totally different. So that will help me as a healthcare worker, as a doctor, as a nurse, as a midwife, to be able to know how will I come and deal with you, or how will I come and handle you, and even my communication skills, the language that I use, and all that. Because at the end of the day, me as a healthcare worker, I need to make sure that my patient is comfortable, my patient is so much contented and is understanding each and every step that is happening, or is understanding each and everything that I'm doing to her. And also, I have to make sure that my patient also as well is able to understand the advices or whatever I am guiding her through. Okay, and I cannot come there and start using English when I know that you never went to school at all, you know. There are things like that. Then the other one is address. Address is where you stay. So if you're coming to this hospital in the city and you live in the village, that just write that specific name in the village. You know, it's good. It's good because of so many reasons. Yeah, so just write there. Be truthful to every information. Then the next one is telephone. Telephone number is very important. Remember, when I was starting this series of this antenatal profile book, I was telling you that when you're carrying this as a woman, as a pregnant woman, something can happen on the way. Something can happen even when you're at work. And when I'm taking this book, maybe as a colleague of yours, I can be able to see a lot of information for you. I can be able to note where you live. You live in this specific place, this and this. Then the next one, let me tell you, the next one is next of kin. The next information is next of kin. Now you can be able to know how this booklet, the information in this booklet can be so much helpful to you when you are in trouble. The next one is the next of kin. You have to write the name of the next of kin, then the relationship. If I am writing my name, Esther Kamau, right there, who is Esther Kamau to you? My sister. Who is Esther Kamau to you? My mother. Who is Esther Kamau to you? You see? If I'm writing here, like the name of here I've written the name of my husband, XS, relationship, husband. So in case you get this booklet and I am in trouble, there is also the next one is next of kin's contact. So there is the next of kin's contact or phone number. Okay, so this is how information, this is how helpful this information will be. Because when I'm me as your colleague, maybe you have collapsed at work, something has happened to you, you're pregnant, maybe you're bleeding. At least I don't even have to nag you with what do I call, what do I do, and all that. At least I can comfortably take this book, check your next of kin, whoever you have written here, whoever it is, your husband, your spouse, your partner, your friend, your mom, your sister. Then there is the phone number there. I can immediately call that phone number, tell them whatever is happening, maybe ask them which hospital do you think I should take her, or even rather just check here the name of the hospital that you have recorded here, and I will take you there and all that, and you'll be attended to perfectly well. So what I want to urge you, guys, my fellow women, never lie of any information here. Just make sure that the information you're giving here is correct and true. Please, please, just make sure it is not for our own benefit, but it is for your own benefit, and also for the safety of you, and also for the safety of the baby. We want you to be safe. So don't hide like anything. Don't hide the truth. Just make sure that whatever information you're giving us here is nothing but the truth. So that is all about our today's video. All this was just about maternity profile, and we have seen that we have so much important information. And guys, if you're watching this video, you haven't watched the previous video about what is inside, I guess there are two videos on what is inside the maternal or the antenatal booklet. Make sure you go and check those videos, because I'm just here to, because I know a lot of women don't have time to sit down and read, and we have a lot of information. Imagine we are just in page 5 of 54. Page 5 of 44. So meaning this booklet has 44 pages, and each page has very important information about you, and information about your unborn child. So it is so much important. So make sure you keep watching this video anytime, and put your notification bell on, so that anytime I am uploading another video, you'll be updated and you will watch it, and at least get to know and understand. And if you're watching this video and you have not yet subscribed, please, my dear viewer, I beg you, okay, I love you. Yeah, so please make sure you subscribe to this channel, so that we get to support me, and just to educate each other, and also grow together. So thank you so much for watching until this point. It's your nurse Shironas. Thank you so much, and until our next video, it's a bye bye for now. Thank you.